Miami!
Mission control. We have liftoff.
Phinhub! Phinhub! We talking Dolphins City! Phinhub, Phinhub! Yeah! It's that Dolphin Show! Phinhub!
Well, some things that they need to take care of. I think the biggest issue that everyone can agree on is finally come to a decision with Tua.
Yeah.
Meet somewhere in the middle, get Tua signed. I think that's important for not only Tua, but everyone else around him. You need the players feeling secure about their quarterback. You don't want Tyreek Hill or Jaylen Waddle thinking about what's going on here, man.
Yeah, and that can ultimately lead to so much dysfunction on this team, right? And you don't want to cause an uproar. Bro, I wish I could talk to Greer and just be like, look, Greer, set this up. Get Tua in a room with his agent. You guys lock yourselves in there for however long it has to take, and just be like, hey, look, guys, we're gonna make an agreement right now. This is the first agreement we're making. We are not leaving this room until we decide on a number, till we're done, and you sign on the dotted line, and you're a Dolphin for the next 5 years, 6 years, whatever the case may be, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know how that happens, but they need to figure that out. I know if I'm Steve Ross, right, I'm definitely going to Greer right now and saying like, hey, what the hell is going on, bro?
I'm sure it's already happened too. It's not a good position for anyone to be in.
No.
So because we need a clear mind going into this. This roster has been built out already. This roster is ready to go. It's ready to contend with anybody, and we've done the hardest part. We've assembled the roster. Now, the easy part should be the negotiating. We should be meeting somewhere in the middle. I understand both sides, really. And from the understanding, I think the consensus is that right now the disagreement is based on the guaranteed money.
Yeah.
So
Which I understand it's a hard
on both
number
sides.
to get to,
I
right?
do get it. But, hopefully they can come to an agreement. I think that's important for the Dolphins going into the regular season. Like I said before, everyone needs a clear mind going into this, just focused on football, not focused on any kind of numbers, and not focused on any kind of financial numbers, but also not focused on any record-breaking numbers, because that's another thing that I want to make clear too. Like, Tyreek, we love you getting your record-breaking numbers and everything, bro, but it has to come within the confines of winning. It has to come within us winning games. It can't just be for the sake of it.
You want it to be organic, bro.
If
you're getting 2,000 yards, it's because first off, you're freaking just blowing everyone out of the water. You're just kicking ass every game, right? But we're not force feeding you the ball.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're wide open. Obviously, I'm Tua. I'm getting you the ball. I'm throwing it all the way down the field, and you're going to get a 70-yard touchdown, maybe another one in the same exact game. But, yeah, man, definitely you want to see the Dolphins spread the ball more too, man. It's something that hasn't really happened. Like, looking over the numbers. So, Tyreek Hill, 1,799 last year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got Jaylen Waddle with 1,014. Then the next guy up is Durham Smythe with 366.
Yeah, that can't happen this year.
Then after that is Wilson Jr., 296.
Wow.
Then Braxton Berrios, 238. So, like,
terrible.
The disparity, like, it's such a huge drop-off from Jaylen Waddle down. It's like, dude, we're talking about a 700-yard difference from there.
Something is definitely, if I was a betting man, which maybe I will be this season.
Yeah, me too.
I do believe something is going to change this year for the offense in the realm of spreading it out, spreading out the ball. Reason being is because you make this push to sign a guy like OBJ. He's not coming here just to sit on his ass and not catch passes.
Yeah.
What Mike McDaniel sold him on, and we showed the clip last week, he thought that he had a good opportunity to play with Tua, and he really loved what Mike McDaniel sold him, getting the ball in the right spots, being able to make plays. So I can't imagine Tyreek going for nearly 2,000, Jaylen Waddle getting, just over 1,000 yards, and then everyone else below 300 yards. That's not what OBJ came here for, and that's not what Jonnu Smith came here for. And we've heard this a lot, that the new wrinkle in the next level in this Miami Dolphins offense is to do something with the tight ends.
Yeah.
And bringing in a guy like Jonnu Smith, I think he could be possibly the biggest, and I don't know if surprise is the right word, but okay, let's just say he could be the biggest surprise for most Dolphins fans, for most NFL fans, and say like, what the hell? They got this guy now doing this, going for what, 1,000 yards too. He could be possibly another guy nearing that 1,000-yard mark too for the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'll put him at a realistic number like 700, right?
Yeah,
Which is honestly for a tight end, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's so far-fetched. I think that's something that he can achieve. He's definitely talented there. And I think, like you said, that's the next wrinkle in the game. We're going to incorporate the tight ends. You saw it against the Cowboys. Like, once we started hitting Durham Smythe for those easy 10-yard, that's something that we missed throughout the season, right? Those easy little 10-yard passes, right? It wasn't like, dude, everything was essentially down the field or a crosser that would go for like 40 yards. So if we can have a little bit more of a balanced attack, be able to manipulate the clock a little bit more and like essentially control the flow of the game, right?
Yeah.
And it's demoralizing for a defense to, dude, you get a quick, and I'm not saying it's bad. I love it. I love those quick hits. We get a touchdown in like 2 plays. Fantastic. But you know, when a defense is out there grinding for like, bro, how many plays? Let's say like 10 plays, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I got 10 on you here. I got 5.
Well,
then I got 8. You know what I'm saying?
we saw the way that Tom Brady could milk a clock.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even that they had the most amazing run game. I know that was later on in his career, that wasn't the focus, obviously, on the offense. And what he could do is essentially they use their slot receivers as their running game.
Yeah.
You know, these guys would play in the slot. They would get easy like 5-6 yards. Bam, bam.
Yeah, but
bam.
he had some
Then
good guys out there.
Then you get
right?
Gronkowski. Bam. You know what I mean? Like another 10 yards. And it's just.
Amendola, Edelman.
But then also put him in a 2-minute drill and he cooks you. So
Yeah.
if I mean, we're talking about Tom Brady, you know.
But that's what made Tom Brady one of the best, man. He can literally do whatever he wanted on the field, right?
Yeah. He was
Aside from run the ball himself, but
Yeah.
you know, even if he
But
had to
even
do it,
then,
he would do it sometimes.
You know that I saw this. I think in his last season, he ran like I think they did like a 40 time or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot how it was that they did it. But Tom Brady was faster in the last year of his career than he was going into his rookie season.
Well, that has to do with his diet, with
That's
his
crazy,
trainers,
though.
bro.
That's
Guy,
crazy. That is
I
nuts.
remember him saying like he invested all that money into his body because, dude, that's what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
You're putting that body on the field. You're putting it on the line
He's
every
the
time you're out
ultimate
there.
winner. That
So
guy's nuts.
that guy knew exactly what he had to do. He's a machine. He's
Anyway,
awesome.
yeah, we're getting off topic here, but
Screw Tom
yeah,
Brady,
the Dolphins. This next wrinkle with the tight end is something to look out for too, and that's more so towards the regular season. What was the question again? It was what do the Dolphins have to?
It was top 3 things or 3 things that we want to get done before the start of training camp, which you were talking about Tua's deal
signing,
getting done,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, getting a deal done for Tua, I think is one. What's one thing on your mind?
I want to see what we do at right guard. Obviously, we've talked about that, but you know, I just don't think we have the answer on the roster right now. I'm trying really hard to convince myself that maybe Liam Eichenberg out there, I guess Robert Jones, but dude, I don't like any of those guys to be our right guard, even of the future. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Liam Eichenberg's ever going to be the answer for anything. Maybe he steps into like a Jesse Davis role and he can just be that guy that's kind of solid for you, and you know, you can throw him in at left guard, at center, at right guard, God forbid any injuries, but I just don't want to see that. So I want to see if we can get someone in here like a Greg Van Roden or someone.
If they can, I think that'd be great. And at this point, I would just trade Eichenberg for whatever value he has left. And he does have...
You would trade him, though? I think I would keep him.
Poor guy, though. I mean, you got to do this for the sake of his career, too.
Dude, his career is not going to go anywhere without us, bro. I actually think we have been his saving grace. Because if he was on any other team, he would have been cut 2 years ago. Greer, I guess he gets stingy with his picks. He's like, all right, I'm not gonna like let go of this guy because I drafted him. You know what I'm saying? So I saw something in him. He has to be here. So it's kind of like you're blinded and you're not getting rid of the guy that has zero talent, essentially. But
Well, hopefully he could turn it around. Hopefully he could turn it around. It looks like our offensive line coach, Frank Smith, right? Oh, no,
Huh?
Frank Smith is the offensive
no, it's
coordinator.
Butch Berry.
Butch Berry. Yeah, Butch Berry has been able to do some good things with Austin Jackson, and a lot of people had written him off. So,
And in Eichenberg's defense, he was much improved last year.
yeah. So,
So-
maybe this is that year for
That's-
this is the Eichenberg year.
Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm trying to convince myself, and
Maybe,
and that's
but
my
maybe it
thing.
is.
But bro, I
Look,
just
they-
want to stop going into the year
they
with having
obviously
those
see
questions,
something
right?
in him.
Yeah.
He's doing something, and he did get an orange jersey. Just saying,
All right.
he did.
Another thing I definitely want to see. We kind of already alluded to this, but that fourth, who's going to step up as a fourth receiver this offseason? Hopefully it's Azukama, but we talked about that.
Yeah, I would say it's Azukama. That's what.